Hello everyone and welcome to my video series on Team Fortress 2 weapon guides. In this video we will be looking at the Wrangler. The Wrangler is a secondary weapon for the engineer. Let's get started. So in a nutshell, it basically lets you take control of your sentry gun. You'll notice once you equip the Wrangler, your sentry gun is equipped with this shield. This shield reduces all incoming damage by 66%. The only thing it can't reduce the damage of is if it gets sapped. I believe that still does the maximum damage on it. So yeah, you'll also notice this laser the sentry gun gets equipped with once you switch to your Wrangler. This laser, it's really noticeable, tends to reveal your position. It also follows your crosshair around and it indicates where the sentry gun will fire. So yeah, because you could rotate your crosshair faster and the sentry gun can rotate sometimes. So yeah, the lasers where the sentry gun is aiming. So yeah. What else do I want to say? The controls are really simple for this. Left click is to fire bullets. Right click, if it's a level 3, it'll fire a volley of rockets. With the Wrangler equipped, your sentry gun can fire at double its original rate of fire. So basically, in a nutshell, that's double damage per second. So yeah, that's nice. It should be noted that with the Wrangler equipped, this sentry gun, this whole mechanism, it kind of has a bit of a mind of its own. You see, it has a bit of auto aim. Meaning the sentry gun, the laser, it twitches to beat the target. It moves a little bit on its own when you're aiming at the enemy. And although this sounds like a really good thing, it's actually not. You see, it's really distracting. Two, it could, if your target is moving and you're trying to move your crosshair to meet the enemy, the auto aim might and I find it very commonly do this, it might actually just automatically switch over to another target, and it's not exactly something that's favorable. It's usually not. So yeah, the auto aim actually tends to hinder you. Also, if the enemy is hiding behind an object and only a small part of the enemy is revealed, this is a really bad thing, as chances are the auto aim will actually lock onto basically a part of the enemy where that isn't exposed, and you'll basically not be able to target the enemy at all. On the plus note, because you're able to take manual control of your sentry gun, you'll obviously, theoretically, this thing has infinite range, provided or at least the range of what you can see or whatnot, because you could fire bullets well beyond its maximum range with this. Obviously, with the Wrangler, the sentry gun will not fire on its own. It's all on you. So yeah, when you switch out of the Wrangler, or if something should happen that you're no longer carrying the Wrangler and alive, the sentry gun will be disabled for 3 seconds, but it will also maintain its shield for 3 seconds. That's not really a good thing. So yeah, once you switch out of the Wrangler, the sentry gun still won't do anything for 3 seconds. So yeah. What else do I want to say about this? So alright, yeah. So if you get stunned or if you get backstabbed or whatnot, that's a really bad thing, as the enemy has a really good chance to take out that sentry in 3 seconds. So yeah, or just yeah. So yeah. What else do I want to say about it? You don't necessarily need a level 3 sentry for this. In my experience, I find that simply just getting a level 2 sentry and using the Wrangler on that is more than enough to provide a very good suppressing fire and some good cover fire, all that stuff. So no need to upgrade to level 3 unless you unless you are concerned about using metal to accidentally upgrade later on and wasting metal and all that stuff. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, this the auto aim tends, in my experience, tend to switch targets a lot. And that's a really big downfall, especially if your sentry gun is mini sentry and you were just trying to play harassment with the enemy. It's a really bad idea. It's really bad if they keep switching targets, especially if they have a medic around. That's really bad, because you'll never be able to really kill someone, really. Well, you will, but it's gonna be a lot harder if it keeps switching to a target that sells full health to a new target with full health. So yeah, it should be noted. What goes well with this weapon? I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, if you want, you can stay with the stock shotgun, because without your pistol, you're just slightly more likely to die by an encounter with the spy trying to sap your stuff. But what I really would like is a rescue ranger. Yeah, you should really use a rescue ranger with this weapon. Because with the Wrangler has a secondary purpose on a level 3 sentry. You might have seen players do this where they rocket jump using the sentry gun and Wrangler with the level 3 sentry's rockets. into an area up high where they normally can't reach and set down teleporter or sentry or whatnot. Well, with the rescue ranger, if you planned on sending a sentry up into the area you rocket jumped, well, you could you use rocket jump with your sentry gun. Well, you could just simply use the rescue ranger to bring your sentry to you instead of setting up a dispenser or a teleport and then going through all that chaos to get your sentry there. So yeah, rescue ranger is a good deal, and plus if you it's nice to repair your sentry gun from a distance, especially if you're in a place where you can't reach it anymore, for whatever reason. So yeah. It should be noted that with the Wrangler's protective shield, that minus 66% of all decreases all incoming damage by 66%. A level 2 or a level 3 sentry statistically can withstand taunt attack, and so yeah. Level 2 or level 3 sentry with the shield on will survive a taunt attack. So that's a GG. So just a little note in case you're in that very rare scenario. Just know it will survive if it has full health. So yeah. What else do I want to say? Yeah. Oh right. The engineers, the auto aim on this Wrangler, it does not work on it does not work either on cloaked and or a disguised spy. However, if they're undisguised and uncloaked, then the auto aim will take effect on the spy. So you can't really spy check with this thing. Well, you could shoot the spy just to make sure, the possible disguised spy just to make sure, spam shots in there. But you get what I'm trying to say. I suppose you could try spy checking with this weapon, but yeah. There's another thing about this. You're gonna need it. This is not. It's not really that common. You'll be able to really be a one-man army with this. You still would require some form of teammates to provide some cover and try and just make sure nothing flanks you, and take some enemies that slip by your main line of fire. So yeah. You get what I'm trying to say. You still need, still recommended you keep some teammates nearby, because you will not last long in most scenarios with this Wrangler. So yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty good item, pretty unique, kind of cheap if you ask me, but it's pretty good. It's pretty situation based. You gotta have some time to set up. You gotta have a position where no one will sneak up on you and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Take control of your sentry gun with this fun little remote control thing. It's nice. What was I about to say? Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, it's nice. It gets kind of awkward sometimes when an enemy sneaks up on you and you don't even realize it, but your sentry gun's not gonna fire on him because it's not gonna do anything on its own if you have a Wrangler. So yeah, it gets kind of awkward that way. Yeah. Also makes it a lot easier for a spy to backstab you than stab your gun and everything else. So yeah. I suppose that's all I want to say. It's really good. It's you gotta know what you're doing though. Yeah, you should probably also, you still need some cover from your teammates, but it was a really nice, unique secondary here. It's a little overpowered in my opinion, but it's good. It takes a little bit of practice to really get used to the auto aim and all. Because I'm gonna tell you now, that thing is really annoying, and in my opinion, it's actually a nerf rather than it's actually a downfall rather than a plus. So yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say. So if you found this video somewhat entertaining, or at least somewhat worth your time, or even better, interesting or whatnot, feel free to like and or comment and or subscribe. I really appreciate that stuff. Well, I suppose I'll talk to y'all later. See ya, everyone. Oh, one last note I forgot to mention: the damage the sentry gun does to the target, it depends on the distance between you from the target when the sentry gun is wranglered, not necessarily from the sentry to the target. So if you were wrangling your sentry gun and you're right next to the enemy you're shooting, but your sentry gun is way back there, a volley of rockets can do well over 100 damage. So yeah. However, if the sentry gun is right next to the target and you wrangle it, but you're all the way in the back away from the target, a volley of rockets might do like 40. So yeah, just a quick note: damage depends on distance from wranglered engineer to target, not sentry from target if the sentry gun is wrangled. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah.